Welcome back to Green is Good. This is the Green Festival's edition of Green is Good. We're so excited to have with us today Charles Chen. Welcome to Green is Good.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm very excited to be on the show.
We're very excited to have you because you have a great story.
Oh, thank you.
You know, you're the creator of Charles Chen TV.
Yes.
And people can find it as charleschen.tv. But before we get talking about Charles Chen's TV station and show and everything else, we're going to talk about your story, your own personal story leading up to the founding and the creation of your new healthy lifestyle platform. Talk a little bit about how you even got here. You're a young guy. How did you even make this transformation and come up with the idea?
Honestly, it just came from really, really humble beginnings. As you know, at the age of 15, I struggled with my weight. I was once 265 pounds.
Unbelievable.
I was pre-diabetic, lethargic, had no energy whatsoever, just depressed, couch potato. All I ate was McDonald's every single day, sat on the couch and I was eating Twix and just had no motivation whatsoever. And something clicked inside my head. I was like, you know what? I really want to make a difference in this world, but in order to do that, I have to change my own lifestyle, you know? Because at that point I had no energy. All my friends were outside playing while I was just like lethargic. I was like, I'm way too young to be feeling like this.
That's right. But that's not a story that's uncommon in America anymore, right?
Yeah, it's very sad. So I think that's why it actually empowered me to actually want to make a difference. I was like, you know what? If I can change my lifestyle, I can help others and empower others to do the same.
And how old were you when you actually started? You know, you tipped the scales at 265. When did the weight start coming off, and what was the lifestyle changes like back then?
So at the age of 16, I remember I was like, you know what? I want to start dating and I want to look good. I want to feel confident. I was going into high school, so, you know, it's a really tough crowd. You know, a lot of people, there's a lot of emphasis on looking your best and, you know, hanging out, being popular, all that stuff. But I was like, you know what? I just want to feel good. I want to have energy.
Right.
So I changed the foods I started eating. At that point, I was eating only processed foods. So I changed it to fresh heirloom vegetables, local produce from the local farmers market. And just within the first week, I had more energy. I got to go outside and actually exercise. And just little by little, adding more hydration into my body, the weight just started melting off. But my thing that I want to stress is that it's not just about the weight loss, because weight loss is easy. A lot of people lose weight, but it's a lifestyle change. It's about, you know, really, really doing things every single day that's going to build you up and make sure that you stay on this bandwagon.
So how long did it take you to get the weight off?
I would say about a good 5 years.
Well, it's good. So you did it slowly.
Yes,
it wasn't a crash diet. It was truly a lifestyle evolution.
Yes, and there was many challenges throughout the way. So it's not just like a quick fix, one night, you know, overnight success kind of thing.
And today you're unbelievably fit looking. You look like a triathlete. How much do you weigh today?
I weigh about 160.
160.
Yeah.
And how do you maintain it? Before we get in talking about everything else, how do you what would a daily regimen look like today?
Daily routine, first thing in the morning, I like to have lemon water. So I start off my mornings with lemon water to alkalize the body.
Right.
And I love green smoothies. So I'm a big green smoothie. I love blending my vegetables and fruits. Getting lots of nutrition, packed full, because I'm a busy guy, so I like to run around, so I make sure I get that into my diet.
Right.
That kind of sets my palate, so I crave good food.
Good.
And I meditate every single morning.
Every morning?
Yes.
Where do you live? In which part of the country?
Well, I live in New York. I actually moved to New York. Yeah, I just moved to New York from Los Angeles.
Okay.
So now I'm in Chelsea, but don't come stalk me, guys. I'm not telling you exactly where.
Okay. But this city has a lot of fresh produce available. A lot of juice bars now.
Yes.
And actually some real healthy restaurants where you can have healthy fare at, correct?
Definitely. Lots of juiceries. I was actually overwhelmed. I was like, wow. Because in LA, I had time to actually go to the farmer's market and juice. Here, not so much. Like once I leave, I don't have time. So, but I don't, that's not an excuse. So that's why these juicers are really helpful for keeping me on the right track.
And which part of LA were you living in before you moved to New York?
I was living right by the Grove, which is like kind of near West Hollywood.
Fairfax area.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So now, now you're here in New York, and you've started charleschen.tv. Share with our audience what charleschen.tv is.
So Charles Chen TV is a website I created. In the beginning, when I started losing weight, I started a blog. And through that blog, many people started reading it. I started sharing lots of recipes and a lot of people started reading it, and I just started working with Whole Foods. Whole Foods is one of my partners, so we started going on tour,
Wonderful.
teaching people, and I became a chef. And because I felt like, okay, food is a great gateway to introduce people to healthy living.
It is.
Because you can talk about what you need to eat, but if you show someone, I think that's the most powerful thing. So Charles Chen TV is more about empowerment. It's a lifestyle brand. We do lots of events all throughout, the United States. And it's all about empowering people, inspiring people, creating community so people get healthy.
Well, you say that so humbly. You became a chef. Wait a second. How did you become, where did you get the training?
I went to train at Matthew Kenny, which is in Santa Monica.
Sure.
Yeah, and I also did some training at Natural Gourmet Institute in New York City.
Great.
Yeah.
So you got some formal training.
Yes, and I worked in a restaurant with a really well-known chef named Michael Hung, and he's awesome. He has a great restaurant in LA called Faith and Flour. I worked with him.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Cool. And where's Faith and Flour?
It's in downtown Los Angeles. If you guys want to check it out, it's awesome.
And it's mostly vegan or vegetarian?
It's not at all. See, here's my outlook. Yeah, that's very, very interesting that you asked that.
Yeah.
When I wanted to learn about food, I wanted to go to the best restaurant. I didn't want to go to the best vegan or vegetarian restaurant. Food is good food, right?
Right.
So flavor, that's what I learned. I can make everything healthy. That's what I bring to the table.
Sure.
So when I go to restaurants, I want to dine everywhere. I want to try the best food. What's the best chefs offering? And then I can go and get creative and see, like, how can I swap out these ingredients and make it healthier?
That makes sense. If you just joined us, we're here at the Green Festival edition of Green is Good in New York City, New York. We've got Charles Chen of Charles Chen TV, and you can find him at charleschen.tv. Charles, what are our audience going to learn if they come to your website, charleschen.tv?
So just what we spoke about, healthy recipe swaps, right?
Okay.
We have a show called The Switch. It's basically healthy switches for your guilty pleasures. So I'm a big advocate about not depriving yourself when you're switching onto a healthier lifestyle. I believe you can have your cake and eat it too. You can have pasta, you can have pizza, you can have all these things. And I have healthy recipes on my website, and I show you how to make all of these things.
So, okay, so we were talking about your routine. So let me understand your routine. Get up, do the green smoothie.
I actually get up, meditate right away.
Meditate.
And then water, and then the smoothie.
Lemon water.
Yes.
Wait for about a half hour or so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Great. That's a great liver cleanse, right?
Yes, yes.
Then the green smoothie.
Yes.
Walk us through the rest of the day, or run us through the rest of the Charles Chen day.
Every day is different, but I try to hit the gym right after. If I can't go in the morning, then I'll go in the afternoon. But I like that when you go in the morning, get your blood pumping, it kind of gets you in the right set.
The endorphins are...
Yeah, you're good, you're good. You're like, I'm ready to go, let's go.
Right.
And then you can go to sleep and you can really just knock out. You don't have to...
Right.
Because by the end of the day, you're pretty exhausted.
Right,
to go to the gym again, it's kind of like, I have to do that. But yeah, go to the gym and put out content. We have a great team. Adam's a part of our team. We have a bunch of really great people who create content. So
do you work with a video crew all day?
Well, Adam, we worked together for a while. He's awesome. We create really awesome content. So recipe videos, if it's
in your kitchen
events,
or another kitchen?
We use other kitchen, yeah.
Other
Soho,
kitchen,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And what is your food like during the day? Well, what do you do for food and sustenance throughout a day?
Every day is different, but I always say this, eat your veggies first, okay? I don't say, I'm not restrictive. I don't like to say you should only eat a plant-based diet, which we all know is healthy for you, but I like to say, eat what you like, listen to your body, but start with the veggies first.
Right.
And then, don't take out anything, just keep adding more veggies. And then once you're getting all that sustenance and all that fiber, you're not gonna have room for all the bad stuff, right?
Or crave it, really, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, after the liver cleanse and after you've alkalize your body with the lemon water and then the green smoothie, you're pretty much in a good spot then for the rest of the day.
You're feeling good and you're not craving any junk food.
That's
because
great.
Here's the thing, if you start your day off with, say, chips or soda, sugar, all these things, it's acidic, and then also it makes your body crave certain foods.
Right.
You're never getting the sustenance, so that's why you keep craving bad food.
What's the story with caffeine? What do you have for your caffeine jolt? Do you have coffee or tea?
I have tea. I'm actually sensitive to caffeine, so I don't do coffee, but I know there's a lot of people out there who love coffee. There are lots of alternatives. I think I could give you alternatives to coffee. Yerba mate is awesome. What else? Green juice is another great alternative, and you're getting all that vitamins and minerals.
Gotcha.
What else? Yeah, A smoothie is awesome too.
Right.
And cacao, if you want to switch out your caffeine for maybe a cacao smoothie, which has a lot of magnesium and theobromine, which is like feel-good chemicals, keeps you up, alert, mental clarity.
How about vitamins? Do you incorporate vitamins into your lifestyle, into your diet and regular routine?
Vitamins, I like to include vitamins. Like I'll take a protein powder, a plant-based protein powder, which has probiotics in there, some vitamins, but I try to get as much as I can from my fruits and vegetables, but I know that our soil is depleted nowadays, not as much minerals, so I do take a mineral supplement, fulvic acid.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do for lunch and dinner?
Lunch and dinner, it just depends.
What would it, just a
Big salad, quinoa, I'll do some steamed veggies, sometimes I'll do a quinoa burger, or
Gotcha.
Yeah, if
so
I have
it
time.
mixes up, but they're healthy things.
Yeah, of course. And then once a week, I have to tell you a secret.
Okay, let's hear it.
Once a week, I have my cheat day.
Okay, what happens on cheat day? Everyone wants to hear about cheat day.
Well, that's the thing. There's no rules. You eat whatever you want.
Wow.
Obviously, you want to keep them healthy, but I'll go out once a week, and my friends, because food is such a social thing.
Yeah.
And if you try to be all dogmatic about food, it's really, really strict, and your friends can't enjoy food.
That's right.
There's friends who don't eat as healthy, but they want to go out to a new restaurant.
Right.
I'll be like, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
So we'll try new foods.
Gotcha.
And, yeah.
So you have one cheat day. On the cheat day, are you allowed to have a little drink? Adult beverage?
Wait, is this a PG show? Because I don't know if I can share this information.
Of course it's PG.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes.
So adult beverages are allowed on a cheat day.
Yeah. And I try to drink, if I drink alcohol, it'll probably be wine or clear alcohol.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Wine or clear alcohol. Charles Chen TV. What else do you do with it in terms of event? You say you work with Whole Foods. What other partners do you have, and what are the special events that our audience can find you at across the United States?
So we just finished our LA Whole Foods tour. We basically hit a bunch of different Whole Foods, and what we do at these events is promote health, and I share recipes, create community, and introduce new products to a lot of our community members. Okay. And we're starting our New York tour soon, and we started doing a bunch of events in New York as well. We just did a singles cooking party. It was a plant-based singles sushi cooking party with lots of wine, and it was a lot of fun. It was Friday, actually.
And who sponsored that?
A bunch of people, yeah.
Bunch of people.
Yeah.
So, you mentioned at the top of the show you drink the juice as part of your routine, a smoothie, actually. Mm-hmm. Can you share with our audience a little bit the difference between juices, fresh juices, and fresh smoothies, and the benefits of both?
Yeah, I love juices and I love smoothies. I think there are benefits to both.
Of course.
So juices are vitamins and minerals straight into your bloodstream because they're liquid. There's no fiber. And I believe fiber is very important, especially when you're trying to lose weight, get rid of toxins. It's like a broom that brushes through your body. So I believe that smoothies are great. Juices are good, but you don't want to just do one thing. So if you want to stay full and satiated throughout the day, the smoothie really helps you because it has all the fibers. I love a good green smoothie recipe would be some coconut water, some kale, some apples, some chia seeds. Boom. There's a green smoothie.
There's a green smoothie.
Yeah.
And for a juice, what's a great juice to start the day with?
A great juice, a green juice, I would do some cucumber, some kale, some lemon, and what else would I add in there? Some turmeric.
Nice.
Some anti-inflammatory.
Anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
That's becoming really popular now, huh?
It is, because a lot of the foods that we're eating it's inflaming our body, and that's why there's a lot of people coming up saying that, hey, I have celiac or I have allergies, all these things that we've never heard of years ago.
Right.
So it's also part of our environmental pollution and what's in our water, all of that.
You mentioned that you meditate when you wake up every morning.
Yeah.
5-10 minutes?
5-10 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes I can sit for half an hour, but it really depends. I just really believe, especially moving into New York, it's super busy, it's always on the go. Once you leave the door, you don't get home until late at night. So to have a moment of silence with yourself, just kind of set the tone for your day, read a positive quote, because mindset is everything. That's something that I talk about at Charles Chen TV. It's not just about the foods that you put into your body, but it's also your mindset. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? How are you treating yourself? Right? So affirmations, I do that with my meditation, but setting an intention for your day. And that kind of gives you more clarity so you know how to navigate.
So you believe it's not only about what we do physically, but there's a huge power to the power of the mind.
Oh yeah, totally. If you guys ever read the book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, part of part of the reason that I transformed my health, it's also reconditioning your mind, because my mind used to think like, oh, I'm overweight, so I have to eat more. I had to retrain my mind to think like, okay, you're satiated, you're full now, you're good.
Right.
So retraining yourself and all the negative self-talk. We all have these thoughts throughout the day, and most of them are negative. So learning to have a good relationship with those thoughts, like you're not your thoughts, but your relationship to your thoughts.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
So meditation is something you highly recommend to everyone you touch in terms of healthy eating.
Meditation comes in different forms. So yes, any form of your meditation. Your meditation might be being in the shower or doing yoga or taking a stroll with your dog. Mine just happens to be sitting still and observing my breath. But
Gotcha.
everyone's meditation is different. Do whatever it is that gets you in a nice, it could be like your morning ritual, having tea, just sitting there.
That's right. For our audience out there, we've got Charles Chen with us, and his story is incredible. As he told us earlier at the top of the show, he transformed his health when he was 15 years old. He was 265 pounds. Now you see him, he's a svelte and fit-looking 160 pounds. For America's youth out there, and the youth around the world that listen to this radio show and also get to watch on YouTube, how can they get involved? How can they make the next transformational journey like Charles Chen has made?
Well, I believe that everyone has the power to make a difference in this world. It doesn't matter what your gift is. Like, recognize what your talents are, what you're good at, and it all starts with yourself. First, get yourself together, eat healthier so you have the energy to actually go out and share your passions. But then start with your own community. What is it that you can bring? What do you see a lack of in your community? If there's lack of education, if there's lack of produce, how do you fix that problem? Baby steps. A lot of people get overwhelmed by all these problems that are going on around the world, but I always say start with your own inner circle, start with yourself. And once you walk the talk, then people are inspired by you. They'll come to you easily. You don't have to preach. Don't preach. Just show by taking action.
Right. And what resources do you recommend for young people to make those first steps, those baby steps?
Well, I think first things first, education is power. So educate yourself, know what's going on. There are a lot of great documentaries out there that I think a lot of people can check out. Food Inc. So many. You can just go to Netflix and just find a bunch.
Yeah. Or they could come to Charles Chen TV.
Yes, you can just watch my show and I'll tell you. I interview a lot of great people too, so you'll get inspiration. We do body, mind, and soul. So we talk about the food, we talk about the mind, we also talk about how to stay active as well.
We're down to the last 2 minutes. Who would you love to get on your show that's really been inspirational to you?
Recently, I love Marie Forleo, so I would love to interview Marie. I don't only interview people in the health field because I think I can draw inspiration from everybody.
That's right.
So she's a great conscious business person. So I love her. I love her work. So I would love to get Marie, and I know it'll happen. So
recently on our show we had Rich Roll.
Oh, I love Rich Roll.
And Rich Roll to me was one of my greatest forms of inspiration. Still is.
He is. He's a triathlon. He's amazing. He does great work. Yeah.
Unbelievable triathlon, right? Yeah. And he made a transformation similar to yours.
Yeah, he had a drug problem, right?
And alcohol and everything else.
Yeah.
And weight.
Yes.
Took like 50, 60 pounds off. And again, just another great inspirational story.
Yeah. He's awesome.
Yeah. We're down to the last minute and a half. I'll leave it to you. I want you to give any shameless plugs that you want because you deserve it. And I want our audience to have the benefit of some of your thoughts and wisdom.
Well, I just want to say that, if you feel called to check out my website, check it out at charleschen.tv. Lots of healthy inspiration and lots of events coming to your town soon. So see you guys there.
What other sponsors are you looking for as we say goodbye?
Sponsors, we're looking for, can I tell you something that this is something that I'm manifesting.
Sure.
So we've been doing a lot of tours with Whole Foods. But I've been only hitting a lot of towns where they're more affluent. I feel like there are a lot of areas where I can educate and share recipes and share the work that we're doing with different neighborhoods, different lower income neighborhoods. They don't have to have money, right? So I wanted to go on this tour and have an eco bus and go around the world.
Should.
Yes, and get sponsors. And I think that would be so cool. We'll just do pop-up events. We don't need a event venue. We just have pop-up events.
You launch a Kickstarter campaign and come back on this show and we'll promote the heck out of it.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it, all right?
Yes.
Well, thank you, Charles Chen. Thank you for being with us today. And for our listeners out there, this is the Green Festival's edition of Green is Good. We've got Charles Chen with us. You can find him at charleschen.tv. Charles, you're a sustainability superstar, inspirational,
thank you.
and truly living proof
Thank you
that
for your
green
time.
is good.
Yes. Cheers to health. Bye, guys.